when he was invited here, when Michael Young was invited here the last time, Attorney Fortune represented and then presented himself as the lawyer engaged by Mr. Michael Young to appear before this committee. However, the engagement letter not only was not signed by Mr. Michael Young, but was also, it's an old engagement letter for the Senate hearing, Mr. Chair. That's why I find something seriously wrong with engagement or the compliance of Attorney Fortune as far as.
Yeah, the letter states that Miss Bernice Yangtan and Tiffany Mat Di Chua will not be able to make it today for the reason that based on the letter, they are saying that the Yatay Corporation, where they are incorporators, have no ties to the warehouse of Empire 999, where illegal drugs were found and seized. And with that, perhaps this is the reason why they do not wish to attend, except for Mr. Bigay, who is present because he is also an incorporator of Yatay International.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Chair, we have sent a letter yesterday why Bernice Kayang and Miss Tiffany Chua can't come here today. I think that's not the letter that we sent yesterday. The excuse letter we sent yesterday.
Yesterday? Sige, we will check. Oh, maybe baka pwede mong sabihin na lang kung ano yung reason. And then,
My sister have a commitment of going to Cebu for field construct that is happening yearly. It's supposed to be I'm the one who's flying there, but since I'm here, someone from the company should go and supervise the event. And then for my aunt has a special child that cannot be leave at home and has a less than 2 years old baby that needs to be taken care of.
Congressman
Mr.
Naco?
Chair, before they were issued show cause orders, they were invited, which they did not reply to. That is precisely the reason why we issued the show cause order. Now, if they're not going to appear again, then I think we will move to issue a subpoena so that they will be forced to appear in this committee hearing. Kasi may invitation, hindi nila pinansin. Nag-show cause order tayo, sumulat sila. Ang sinasabi lang po nila is wala silang connection doon sa Empire 999 Corporation. Why can't they come here and say so?
And at the same time, Mr. Chairman, I think the reason of Mr. Henry Bigay is so lame, no? Because well, we understand yung the predicament or the situation of your sister having a autistic, a special child.
My aunt has a special
child
and a new less than 2 years old baby.
Yes, and she cannot leave her daughter.
Technically, she cannot leave the special child at home.
So, hindi siya umaalis sa tabi ng kanyang anak every day, every week, every year.
To be honest,
Because Mr. Bigay, this is a investigation that entails national security, and we need the cooperation of the resource speakers. And we hope that you understand what we wanted to ferret out in this committee involves the security of this nation. And having that kind of reasoning that she cannot leave her daughter, if she's patriotic and a real Filipina, she will agree with us to be present on this special and so important hearing. So may we remind, Mr. Chairman, our invited resource persons to be present. If they're not hiding anything, then they should be proud to be here. But if they're hiding something, of course, the best thing to do is not to attend on this hearing. And maybe, Mr. Chairman, tama po yun. We will be issuing a subpoena later on, no, before the before the adjournment. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Fernandez.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair. Advance in their letter, they promise that they're attending if we receive the letter ahead. Because for my sister, we already planned ahead to have this exhibit that we cannot cancel, and the ticket was also bought earlier before we received the letter. That's why I'm also here to represent. I canceled my flight, but someone still needs to go in behalf of me.
Sige, Mr. Bigay, we understand. No, but we will be accommodating your sister's excuse for today. But in the next hearing, she should be present.
And also the Mr. Chair, the aunt,
And
because
also
the reasoning is so vague.
Sorry, Mr. Chair. For my aunt, I really cannot assure because of the special child.
Yeah, we understand. Each and every resource speakers who are here have also problems in their families, but they are here to be a part of this investigation. It's not an excuse that she has a special child. You own a company. You have a lot of special assistants that can handle the situation of that special child. We sympathize with her. But as I've said a while ago, this is a very important issue that we need to tackle, and we need their cooperation. Mr. Chair.
Congressman Fernandez, perhaps we can be lenient with Miss Tiffany Chua and Bernice Yang Tang in this hearing today. But in the subsequent hearings of this committee, they should be present. Otherwise, we will cite them for contempt. Is that clear, Mr. Bigay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, sige. Maraming salamat.
Mr. Chair, may I continue?
Yes, Congressman Ako, please proceed.
Yes, in the last hearing, there were certain deliverables promised by our source persons. May I know if the Assistant National Statistician Marisa Grande is present today?
She is present, Congressman Ako.
Telma Kahanding?
Ms. Telma Kahanding, is she present?
No, sir. She's under my service. I have with me the team from the PS.
And Dennis Claire Mapa?
Sir, NS Dennis Mapa sent a written explanation yesterday because he is on official travel in Mongolia right now.
Okay. PSA past officials and database managers. I think this was requested by Honorable Fernandez. Are they present today?
No, sir. We have our concession partner headed by Edwin Anguluan.
Led by?
Edwin Anguluan is our service delivery director for the Unisys Managed Corporation.
Representative ng Unisys. Si anong name niya, Mr. Chair?
Edwin Angolwan, Unisys Managed Services Corporation.
You are the, may I know what is your position in Unisys?
I am the president of Unisys Managed Services Corporation.
Okay.
But there are also employees coming from, kasi Unisys kayo, di ba? If I may lang quickly, Chairman ako pa. So,
With the
Chairman,
indulgence of Congressman Ako.
yes, may ano lang ako yung presence lang ng PSA because that is a PPP project, no? Di ba na? So, sino yung representative ng PSA doon sa PPP project ng Unisys? Para mamaya pagtanong namin.
Sir, I will be representing.
You will be representing. And your name is?
Engineer Marisa Grande, the Assistant National
Marisa.
Statistician. Yes.
Okay, thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, Congressman Ako, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I know if the person who bought the property of Eddie Young and Rodingo are present?
Comsec, did we invite, what's the name? Edingo. Rudingo.
Yes, sir. We invited. He is not around.
Not around.
Okay. So Mr. Rudingo was the one who bought the property of
From
Mr.
Young.
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of Congressman Chairman Akop, because this was the deliverable that we are asking for, yung presence, di ba? And since marami po yung deliverables na yan, can we ask the reason why the one who bought the property of Udimo is not around?
The
Have we
property
given
of
any...
Idi Yang.
Huh?
It was the property of Idi Yang bought by a certain Mr. Rudingo.
And we asked for the presence of Udimo?
Yes, we invited him.
And have he written back or...
So he has not responded to the invitation.
not receive?
The-
Oh, because this is very important issue, no? That we need to invite this personality as well. Yung nakabili ng property ni si Rudingo, no? Si Rudingo.
Yes, Mr. Rudingo.
So can we later on all be a part of that show cause order as well?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Fernandez. Please proceed, Congressman Akop.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In the last hearing, Attorney Raymond Fortune was present, allegedly representing Mr. Michael Young, and he promised to submit the engagement documentation between his law firm and Mr. Young. Do we have it already?
Yes, Congressman Akop. The chair is in receipt, the committee is in receipt of a letter from Fortune Santos Law Offices. In response to our request in the last hearing. But
Mr. Chair.
the letter, in fact, did not state that there was an engagement, a direct engagement of Mr. Michael Young with the law firm of Fortune and Santos Law Offices. Only the letter states that a conforme that was signed for and on behalf of Mr. Michael Young. It was not a direct engagement.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman Flores, with the indulgence of Congressman.
In connection to the query of Chairman Akop, Mr. Chair, I find something very, well, something wrong with the engagement that was presented by Attorney Fortune. Now, first, Mr. Chair, it's an engagement dated September 4, 2021. And the engagement was signed by another person other than the person who engaged the services of Attorney Fortune. While siguro that may be okay for the meantime, but they had several years to correct the engagement, Mr. Chair, and I don't know why this was the engagement letter given by Attorney Fortune when he appeared here, because this is one, the engagement was for the Senate. And when he was invited here, when Michael Young was invited here the last time, Attorney Fortune represented and then presented himself as the lawyer engaged by Mr. Michael Young to appear before this committee. However, the engagement letter not only was not signed by Mr. Michael Young, but was also, it's an old engagement letter for the Senate hearing, Mr. Chair. That's why I find something seriously wrong with engagement or the compliance of Attorney Fortune as far as the queries of this committee is concerned.
Yes, you are correct, Congressman Flores. As much as the chair is also amazed by this letter that we received, considering that it is an old engagement by Fortune Santos Law Offices, and apparently there was another person, not Mr. Michael Young.
Other than that, Mr. Chair, the travel date submitted by Attorney Fortune as to the travels of Mr. Michael Yang, there are several listed, Mr. Chair, and most of them just are like 2 weeks, 3 weeks the most. But since this committee started investigating Mr. Michael Yang, Mr. Chair, he left the Philippines in May 2024 and has not returned since. It's been more than a month, Mr. Chair. It's almost 2 months already. That's why I find something, again, questionable on his sudden departure. Because all of his travel documents, all of his travel schedules that were submitted by Attorney Fortune just indicated 2 weeks out of town, the most 3 weeks. But now this time that the Committee on Dangerous Drugs has been focusing on him and his involvement and supposed involvement in this, he's been gone, Mr. Chair.
That's a good observation, Congressman Flores. Perhaps this is the only travel he made, which he left for more than a month and has not come back since. We will get to that,
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Flores, as soon as we directly can ask questions directly to him, because it was promised to us by his lawyer, Attorney Fortune, in the last hearing that he assured the committee that he will bring Mr. Michael Yang before this committee.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Is Attorney Richard Fortun around? He's not around, right?
Is Attorney Fortune not around? He's not around.
And the pending deliverables of Chairman Ako was a show cause order that was issued to Mr. Michael Yang. Am I
Yes,
correct?
that is correct. Yes.
And with the observation of Mr. Chairman, Congressman Kit Flores, with all these documents pertaining to the engagement of Attorney Fortune with Michael Yang, it seems that there are some deception in here. So maybe later on, Mr. Chair, may we ask for a subpoena to this person, Mr. Michael Yang. And if this is true, that this is the last travel date no May 24, excuse me, May 12, 2024. I think we need to invite Attorney Richard Fortun to give us more details about the travel back
Raymond,
of,
Attorney Raymond Fortune.
yes, Attorney Raymond Fortun. Dahil nga May 12, 2024 yung alis niya ng Manila. And I think it is the right person, Mr. Chairman Ako, who will follow up for this purpose. And I'm giving back my time to the borrowed time to Chairman Ako.
Thank you, Congressman Fernandez.